Haha! Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies. Today I'm going to tell you about some important information about your Chevy truck or SUV. This is going to be applicable for the 2000 to 2009 year models. So if you have this vehicle and you have over about 150,000 miles or around there, get ready for the cooling system to start leaking. This is going to be the reason. I'm going to let you know why. These heater core connectors, you have two of them. You can see, hopefully with the lighting, there's two of these heater core connectors. What happens is the nipple that, how does it do it? The nipple that goes onto them usually ends up leaking, and then as soon as you touch it, it snaps off in your hand. I have a picture right here for you. Now when they do leak, when one leaks or two of them leak, no matter what, when you're there, replace both of them. Replace both of the T's, replace both of the nipples. On the white T, there is a white nipple. Make sure you look for a link in the description below to purchase these if you need them. Let me explain to you real quick how I remove these. First off, to get this back one off that goes to the actual heater core, you're going to need a lot of grip strength. You're going to have to reach up under the firewall, between the engine and the firewall, and squeeze these two ears right here. You see, these you have to squeeze them real tight and pull off. What I like to do is squeeze them, push in a little bit, and then pull back or pull towards me, and it usually pops off. It takes a little bit of oomph and you need a lot of grip strength, like I said. Now these lower connectors that go to the rear auxiliary heater, these you're going to need to remove. And what I like to do, because they're such a pain in the butt to do, before I remove this connection, I like to break these little ears off, or the little keeper for the ears. So I'll get either like a pick or a flathead screwdriver, and I'll get up in there. I'll show you in a minute on the vehicle, and get under here, and I'll just break this little plastic piece so this can't lock. For some reason it's really hard to squeeze these ones and to remove them off of that rear auxiliary heater. Or if you have a flathead screwdriver, same thing, just stuff it in there, bust this little keeper, and it makes it a lot easier to remove them. Like I said, first remove this off the back to make sure you can get it off first before you break these. So loosen it off the heater core, break these off, and you'll be able to shimmy them off after you get your nipple off. Now let's look at the vehicle. Now there are the heater core connections right there under the firewall. You can see them. There's a white one, your black one. So your white one's more on the driver's side, the black one's more on the passenger side. Try to get you a good view under there. A lot of people look at these and they get pretty intimidated by them. Don't be too alarmed. You can see that little plastic connector. Now this hose clamp right here, this is a fitted hose clamp. It's one that you can't reuse, obviously. But if you look from this side, you have two little holes right here. Hopefully you can see those. And they're perfect for fitting a pair of dikes in. I don't want to cut this one off, don't need to do it yet. But you could stick a pair of dikes in there. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. And you could cut this off. After you cut this off, you can reapply the hose using a hose clamp, like right here, or like this factory one right here. So either one. So this one you're going to cut off and you're going to reuse the whole hose, like this one. Now to remove the auxiliary heater connection, like I said, I will stick something inside here and I'll pry this up and just break this little keeper so I could pull back on this connection and remove it easily, or more easily I should say. This one's pretty wobbly. I'm pretty sure it's going to break soon. I think it already broke once, but that's how I remove these. So you could either use like a picker, a pick tool like this, or a hose tool, whatever you want to call it, and stick it in there and break it. If you have a flathead, same thing. Stick it inside there and just break this little black tab. And that'll make it so this will come off. Makes it much easier for you. This will apply to all Chevy, Cadillac, GMC trucks and SUVs. The GMC Sierra, Chevy Tahoe, GMC Yukon Denali, the Cadillac Escalade, the Chevy Suburban, all of them. And I believe even the H2, like the 2002, 2005-ish, whatever those ones are. But all of them, they have them. So it's about 150,000 miles. Get them replaced. You're going to need dikes and Take a look at this picture. From the last replacement I did, these are all the parts that I removed and replaced, and the finished product. So take a look at these. Here's all the parts. You can see both tees, both nipples, hose clamps, everything got replaced. Now if this helped you out, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below, or you can text me at 925-418-5096. Might take a couple days to get back to you, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Good luck on your DIY project, and I will see you on the next, hopefully helpful video. Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies.